Hey, Shelly from Best Buy Canada's blog. For the past few days, I've been testing out the KitchenAid Cordless Immersion Blender. If you have a corded immersion blender like I do and you've never tried a cordless immersion blender, this is definitely something you have to do. It makes such a huge difference when you're cooking if you're not tied to a power cord. This is the KitchenAid Cordless Immersion Blender in Empire Red. As you can see, it has a power button on the front and a lock button on the back. So all you have to do is press the two together and the immersion blender will work. It has variable speeds, so it depends on how lightly you press the power button. That's how much speed you'll get. Green light on top indicates that I have a full charge. Once you plug it in, it takes approximately 2 hours to reach a full charge. And according to KitchenAid, that charge should last through 25 bowls of soup. So in my case, that was about 2 pots of soup. It's pretty quiet when it's running. The trigger on the appliance makes it very easy to use variable speeds. Included with your KitchenAid cordless immersion blender is a pan guard. I found that the pan guard was very useful when I was blending soup in my enamel cast iron pan. I'm pretty careful when using an immersion blender, so I didn't necessarily need to use the pan guard, but it was nice to know that the blades wouldn't touch the bottom of my pan. To test the KitchenAid cordless immersion blender, I made a big pot of broccoli cheddar soup. After letting the broccoli cook for about 10 minutes, I decided it was time to give the cordless immersion blender a try. The variable speeds are a great way to reduce splatter. As you can see, I splattered a little bit outside of the pan, but once you get used to how to control the power on this cordless blender, it becomes very easy to use. And just by using the variable speeds, you will have a lot less splatter. With this soup, I blend it until I have most of the broccoli chunks dissolved, and then I'll go back and blend it again right before it's done. It's so great to be cord free when you're making soup right in the pot, and I found that there was more than enough power to blend up our favorite soup. I also tested out the KitchenAid cordless immersion blender making whipped cream in the included cup. It took around 5 minutes to get the whipped cream to be the right consistency, and by that point, the battery on the cordless immersion blender was ready to be recharged. I love the included cup with the KitchenAid cordless immersion blender, and it comes with a lid, so you can just pop the lid on your whipped cream or whatever you have in it and put it in the fridge. Charging this cordless immersion blender is very easy. All you have to do is pop off the blade attachment. That blade attachment, as well as the cup and the lid, are all dishwasher safe, so you can just pop them in the dishwasher. You plug the device in and it will charge for about 2 hours. If you find you have battery loss while you're in the middle of making a pot of soup or whipped cream or a milkshake, you can plug the immersion blender in for 10 minutes and that should give you enough power to get through whatever task you're working on. I love using the KitchenAid cordless immersion blender. It comes in a variety of colors, including my favorite shade of blue, and I found that the battery life was more than sufficient to get through many of the kitchen tasks that I was doing. When it comes to immersion blenders, cordless is definitely the way you want to be. You can see my full review of the KitchenAid cordless immersion blender on Best Buy Canada's blog. Thanks for watching.